Hey guys, we're gonna just do some more story. So hi, how is everyone? No one's probably gonna watch this today, or at all, like ever. I have things I need to talk about. One of them is that I don't know if I'm gonna be continuing YouTube, and I might go over to,
Oi, you there?
I might go over and start.
You handy with that, course you are. Now, question is, are you chocobos? You heard me right. And not just any chocobo. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They chocobos. It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday.
So yeah, I might go back to streaming on Twitch because
they're back, looking to settle the score. Go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Yeah, I might go back to streaming on Twitch because there was something that I found out on YouTube that it means that I won't ever be successful on YouTube.
I saw him cut across the way over yonder.
So
the rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things
the
towards
thing
the
is,
old dock. It's a dead end.
my identity alone is not something that YouTube is going to like. YouTube is doing this. The YouTube CEO, because apparently Susan stepped down this year, and I didn't know. And that's not like a big deal. Like, people step down when they're done with their career and want to focus on living their lives in almost any job. But Susan had stepped down this year, and the guy that's running it, Neil or whatever, who's running YouTube right now, he wants to make it more advertiser friendly, and he is focusing hardcore on putting the YouTube into the primary media spotlight.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
And honestly, like, that's understandable, I get that, but the way he's going about it is really fucked up. He's taking channels like mine, who focus on the supernatural, or have, like, reference to the supernatural, and he's removing them from, like, primary view. So, I am probably not going to ever get any, like, promotion, and that's because...
Speaking of brave birds, looks like they went that way.
Yeah, that is because, I'm not expecting them to, like, they're not going to share my videos out because his, like, I'm not going to be ever on the featured, and I've also noticed that it's not just me.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
It's not just me. Like, VTubers in general are losing traction over on YouTube. And that's got me startled a little bit towards how YouTube's going to be handling, like, anyway.
Got you cornered, Feathers.
So I
didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did
not
you?
likely going to be staying streaming to YouTube. I might,
But I
well, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit, maybe this week and the next week.
Not around here, they won't.
Live on YouTube.
Why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off.
It's been 18 years since I've seen this fucking bird, isn't it?
How about we hurt you both?
But yeah, I think I'm going to play a little bit more of this series on YouTube. Like, and then maybe the, maybe a little bit more Assassin's Creed. Hi, what's up, guys? Okay, yeah, I mean, that's cool. By the way, it's been 18 years since the fall of Rosalia, Rosaria, Rosaria, Rosaria. God, it's been a minute since I've thought about the name of that place. Are you Ambrosia?
You're safe now. White Heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
Oh my god, it is! It's Ambrosia!
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived.
It has been 18 years since I saw this bird.
You found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
You know, it's been like almost 20 years and
what
all.
is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Get my chocobo back!
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Yo! I have my chocobo!
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly son of a lamb. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
Was this the guy that treated me like shit for being a bear?
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Yo, wait, I just had the realization. Ambrose's... Chocobo unlocked! Okay, so if I need my Chocobo, I just...
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Yo! This is so fun!
You deserve a rest.
That's cool. Well, we do have story to go continue. Now, little quick note. I did, in fact, push a bit forward and level up some things. I didn't get mastery of pile drive yet. But that's because I am so gonna kill something. Hold up. I got both these up to where all I gotta do is master them. I went and also grabbed mastery of gouge. Fucking still doing it. Good. Technical difficulties. we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, oh, nice. You're home. I may have accidentally unplugged my
Where's Gav?
USB port to my I may have accidentally unplugged the USB port to my fucking PlayStation, and that was yeah, that was an oopsie doopsie. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry, but side quests. As you guys know, I'm a fan of running through and doing every side quest.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull?
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus.
It really is.
Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, and it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's...
Yeah, the Rama sword is cool. I really do like it. I like the upgrading my weapon to match whatever fucking deity I recently fought. I've been like really a big fan of that, to be honest.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
And enemy slain.
Can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Alright. So. Oh, that is buggy as hell. Hey, at least that fixed the screen, I guess.
Finish with that log so we
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Yay, 250 points. Alright, now I gotta speak with Gav.
I hear there's trouble.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
They'll be fine. Sid wouldn't be here if they weren't.
Gav's got a missing eye.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
I did not realize that I'm the Crown Prince this whole time. This whole damn time I've been friends with them and working with them. They had never realized. Oh, Clive, that's the Crown Prince of, Clive Rossfield.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I'm just pointing out this. The fact that Clive has went 5 years as their leader, and it never dawned on anyone that he was Clive Rossfield.
So Mather's all right.
Doesn't sound like anywhere, is it?
God, what do you got for me?
Clive. Oh. And Sid. But he's still
Clive
with us
is
too.
beautiful.
Oh, same old. So, quick look.
Nope.
Think you can help?
Oh, Clive. Welcomed.
The patron's whisper. Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Business is busy. Still. Words are immortal. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Oh, cool. So, renown you can use to... create contacts to Berserker Ring. That's 10 more points.
Here you are. All yours. All done?
At 846.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board?
It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted.
Thanks, you think I should hunt something?
They can't be dealt with later. Was... Right. Well, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. But with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been, Kupo. I fucking love Nectar. The Angel of Death. Well, I have to continue the story, it looks like. But...
that room's as ragged as
One second. I do want to show this off. So this is... We're gonna show this for a minute. This was me fighting the level 30 hunt, Belphegor. While I was doing my grinding the other day, I ended up, like, actually ended up doing this fight. This was really hard, so I feel like just sharing this with you guys right now. As you guys can see, this was my fight against the Belphegor while I was grinding. And while this is playing, I feel like I should actually have a kind of minor conversation with you guys. Again, this is just a video clip of my, you know, playing of this moment, like this fight. Sorry, I'm yawning a little bit too. So this was just me playing this fight. When I actually ran upon it randomly while I was grinding. But I was going to have a conversation with you guys about the fact that I actually think I might start going back to Twitch just due to the fact that the guy, Neil, the new guy who's been running YouTube since the beginning of this year, wants to bring YouTube into a more traditional media light. He wants to bring YouTube into more, you know, like, which it seems like that means YouTube is not a place to build a fandom or build a community. It's more of a place when you have a community to go to. With that being said, I am actually going to be probably going back to Twitch because Twitch is a good place to build a community. I know everyone was going like Kick or whatever it was called, but I don't really trust Kick. I don't trust the longevity of Kick. I know there's longevity to be had if I can make a name for myself on Twitch and YouTube. I just feel like YouTube is not really a place for, especially for someone like me. I'm a transgender, like, witch, but like I am a transgender person. I am a trans woman. And that alone makes me unmarketable to the way YouTube is trying to market. Like, YouTube's trying to market more into the mainstream media and the way mainstream media markets now. And that means that the trans girl is not really necessarily wanted or needed here. So I don't see myself actually having much of a career if I just focus on YouTube, especially as someone who's openly transgender. God, I love Rama's ability. It's so fun. But like I said, I just wanted to show off this hunt. And there you guys go. I wanted to show that off before we continue playing, because that was something I did off screen. But I made sure that I remembered to record it, because, you know, I wanted to show off the cool hunt, even though I had done it off screen on accident. And I do mean completely on accident. I did not mean to go off stream with that. Like, I didn't mean to just run that whole thing off stream. I was just like... I actually remember I was relaxed talking with a couple of my friends. We're just running around trying to get up the AP. Yeah, I was just trying to get the AP for, like, to master the Rama skills and actually upgrade Gouge, because I had never upgraded Gouge since getting the Garuda abilities this whole time, and I didn't even notice I did that So I was like, well, I might as well go upgrade Gouge, maybe Master Gouge, just because, you know, it is like the only Garuda move I like. You weren't the only one, Vex. Sam was there as well.
Sid, I was hoping to speak.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's
good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martell's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off.
Yeah,
I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
Yeah, that was like just a little fight that I had done, and I wanted to make sure it was shared, because I didn't want to, like again, I don't want you guys thinking that I'm going around and just not making, like, not posting, you know, things and doing stuff off screen when this is a fully, like, I'm streaming everything about this game. I just don't see a point to just stream pointless grinding if I'm just pointlessly grinding, because there's no need for that to be live every time. Not saying that I don't think some people would appreciate it, it's not something that needs to constantly be something I'm sharing. It can be mind-numbing and boring to watch, so...
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martell.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Of course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Nice.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Them old apples, right? All Mather's all right.
Hoi, Faye! I shared my fight against the fucky wucky thingy. I don't know how much further ahead you are than me, but the quest won't let me do any grinding to do any more hunts, so I'm gonna be doing the going to the Hawkscry Cliff here after I finish these little side quests that are in here.
Well, one can't really build what's been lying around for several thousand years, but it was his idea we claimed it for our own.
That's Vex. Can't tell with the 91, because, like, motherfucker uses 91 in everything he does. Yeah, Hotshot is, our buddy Vex, Faye.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
That's about all I'm gonna do this stream is push to that
All these
point.
years, I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't gonna rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do.
Let's say, Faye,
I named a sapling after her.
we're in a voice chat with Vex every night. Like, literally every other night we've talked to Vex.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for.
I fully understand that.
Martel, isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Hey, motherfucker went crazy. I think homie's gone crazy. I think it's safe to say that he went crazy. But yeah, I was talking earlier, I think I might go back to streaming on Twitch. I'm not too certain about staying on YouTube much longer, because a lot of reasons. I feel bad for Martel since she was the one that rescued the wolves from the wolves in the first few side quests. Yeah, no, I knew that was who Martel was. Yeah, Martel died trying to, rescue the cross-pollinated fucking apple tree.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this.
What is
Come
that?
again.
Well, we're not going to be wearing this for a bit. So temporary increases the effectiveness of each with each precision dodge. I'm might not wear that. Yeah, but he's also gone fucking crazy. This is, I don't need...
I have more for you.
Doesn't sound like any better.
You know... You know... It's still crazy. We still haven't gotten that. Okay. Okay.
You think it's alright to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
Why are you scared to pet my puppy? Yeah. Yeah, it does, actually. Ambrose's track. Fucking Jill writes me letters. That's adorable, actually. Like, this is adorable. Like, I'm just gonna read it because, like, I know I left it up here. Yeah, I started the stream with getting my chocobo. Forgive my insistence in writing you these silly letters. Would we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate, and here, so many years later, literally 18 years, we find she has spent her life doing that exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? It's fucking adorable! Like, it's so, like, that's just so fucking cute. The level of how much she has to genuinely love Clive to be like, you know what, I'm gonna write my man's a letter. Just to let him know I heard what happened. Nothing better than what I'm currently using. God damn.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
The secret's in the bellows, you know.
They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Wow! The other Master Sid. Alright, well, let's go do the, let's go follow the quest. Let's go meet my uncle.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
He's not. Is he?
I always knew that I would return one day.
You don't have to really worry about that. I'm only streaming until the 5:30.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Yeah, that's why I'm only streaming till 5:30. I have yet to eat today.
Come on.
And I figured I can grab something to eat after after stream, but if I stream too late, I won't be able to.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Yay, 60 more points. Just because I'm not grinding for, right now, doesn't mean I'm not going to kill anything that I run across.
You're finished.
How do I feel about shot lock? I actually really like it. It's really fun. It's like
All yours, Torgal.
especially because I can do this.
This one. Yeah. Go, Torgal.
Yeah, I find that really fun to do. Just like to be able to fucking beam something with a little bit of a blast and end it with a simple fucking lightning bolt and like a simple thunder and fucking. Shot lock is really good for when you're dealing with hordes of enemies. Because you can sit there and hit it on like 9 different enemies and it does actually good damage. Like you could... Then... Alright, we're over 1,000, so, I really do like Rama's abilities. They're really nice.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
You're a long way from home, aren't you? There you are.
Let's see. I don't think I have enough there, guys. 31,000, yeah, that's not enough.
Are you well?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
Can I kill you?
These firebrands
Can I?
the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Again!
Greetings, friend.
Matricide.
We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Us,
well,
obviously.
Whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Ever since the apostrophe, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Kill!
Yeah, okay, I just actually read what you guys said. I'm sorry, I was half paying attention. Yes.
Over here.
Rama's DPS is completely amazing, but it doesn't have the stopping ability of
This one.
There's black shields there, but instead of fighting the black shields, let's figure out what the fuck this is. Bull's Horn Braid. Interesting. What does that do? Increase lunge damage by 5%.
More of my mother's men.
Fuck all of them. Goblin coin. So other than blisteringly fucking sweating to death, how have you been doing, Faye? Garuda, yeah, Garuda's like a guard stamina break. Ifrit, it's not Ifrit as more as it's Phoenix, but yeah, Ifrit is more of a guard break.
This one.
And Rama is pure DPS. But yeah, the flame abilities are more of a guard, or like they break guard.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know.
I guess a bit more AoE.
And still, you would bear your steel. Why
But
then?
it feels more like
We owe
armor
you our
break.
thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true secret.
Awesome! Again, that's cool. Three one three 1 3.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Oh, I murdered that healer.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
Matricide! Matricide! Matricide!
We should go.
We need to kill dear old Mom. Mommy dearest must die.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Well, you know we're gonna run around the entire little town area and, you know, see if there's anything I can find of use here. God, I also just want to see the fucking carnage. This game made a good job at making me hate a character, and I honestly love the fucking writing that Square Enix does, because, like, it's only Square Enix games where I literally cannot stand characters. Like, on emotional levels, I'm like, fuck them, fuck this fucking bitch. Like, fuck this bitch. These were innocent lives. I've never fucking interacted with them. I've never fucking dealt with these people before. I've never seen these fucking people before. And, yeah, the Huntress. She's a fucking cunt. And it makes you fully hate her. And I fucking love the writing for that. Oh, Demon Tamer Sash. Oh, that's interesting. Now we have 2 of those. Like, it just does a good job of making you absolutely fucking hate her. Because this is appalling. She's killing bears simply because she knows that her son is alive and that her son is trying to save bears. That's it. The reason for this fucking massacre, to kill Brandon, is to punish Clive for being alive. And that's just fucked up when you think about it. That's her reasoning, right? She is killing the Branded.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
She's murdering the fucking Branded simply to punish her son for existing. Oh yeah, but she's doing it purely, like, we know that she already holds that hatred and doesn't see the Branded as humans. Like, we have that knowledge. We know that. We done know that about her. The problem is that the reason behind her fucking, like, genocide on the Branded is purely to get back at her son for breathing. And that's what makes her a fucked up bitch.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
$250 fucking years.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
We won't survive in that.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Hold up. Something curiosity is kicking in.
How am I to sell my wares if they won't let us into the capital?
These aren't even bears. These aren't even bears. These are fucking innocent men and women that have no fucking grudge against fucking... What's the fuck's her name? Hold up. Annabelle. These are fucking innocent fucking people who have never done anything to slay
Don't go
Annabelle.
thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
But she's also a fucking queen. She's the Duchess. There's a level of needing to take care of your people so that you have a kingdom to rule over, right? That she just ignores. Like, you still need people to rule. You need slaves. You need peasants. They're necessary. Like, they are a necessity. And she's disregarding the necessity of needing workers. Yeah, no, the man's a monster. And level up! Yay, level 30. It's just, like, it's despicable, and it literally gives a full desire to fucking hate a character. Like, she's not worth saving or redeeming. There's no redemption for her. Like, even the current Emperor, there could be redemption for her. And that's the sad part, right? The current Emperor, there is redemption for him. He's misguided. He's he doesn't understand reality.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
These were nobles. These people here are nobles. What the fuck? Even with a nobility complex, we know her to respect nobility. She's not a fucking god complex. Okay, but that's also an excuse. You can't always prove that. She could just say that. That's what she's doing. She's just saying that they are. Which, if they're loyal to the Duchy, that means they're loyal to Clive. Again, back to the attacking Clive for existing. Because everyone knows Clive is still alive. Everybody in Rosaria knows that Clive is alive. They don't know what happened to him, but they know that he didn't die. She made it fucking clear that he didn't die.
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
So, it's with the knowledge that he is alive, existing in the plot. They're aware he's alive.
Have mercy.
And he's missing. These are people that are still loyal to him, loyal to Clive, and she's killing them for being loyal to Clive. Again, punishing Clive for literally breathing. Okay, but she does know. And I was assuming when I said everyone, I meant like probably everybody that's fucking, you know.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed.
Like the soldiers and
Need to find
shit.
another way in.
They all know Clive is alive. It's not. The random citizens hope he's alive. Because she announced Joshua's death. That was like a thing. That's known.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Did she announce them all dead? I thought she didn't announce Clive is dead because she disowned Clive as a person.
We'll find our way into the city there.
Like,
if you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
I didn't know she actually apparently announced all of them.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Chocobo! Yeah, again, I thought she just disowned him in that moment. I didn't think she announced him as dead because it's clear that she's held no love for her son since the moment he was born.
Can lose its luster.
Purely because he didn't awaken immediately upon birth as a dominant like Joshua did.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I mean, yeah. She only has a love of power. Well, fuck. I guess.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
Wait.
It is. So wait.
I mean, he believed us to have died. But again, I wasn't, to this point. I was making assumptions based on what the story's given me.
We can speak inside.
And, yeah, wait, Sir Wade, cool as fuck. That's cool. That's fucking dope. But yeah, I was making assumptions based on what the story had given me so far, and everyone we've run into wasn't like, oh my god, you're alive. They were like, I knew you were alive. I knew you were, I knew that you would come back to us.
And those who
They never
weren't
mentioned,
bend the
like,
knee?
the chance that we might have been dead.
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far.
And that was where my
We
assumption came
banded
from, that she
together
just
to form the
didn't
Guardians
announce
of the
his
Flame
death.
soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps...
You guys should totally join
Perhaps
us.
we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else.
Like, these guys should
Do
totally
nothing.
join us.
Then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue.
Can the next person we kill
stop to
be
this
fucking
madness.
Annabelle, please?
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Now you have the power of 2 dominants on your side.
Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I'm sorry, but fucking Wade is cool as shit.
I imagine this endeavor will
Hold up.
require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Yay! Fuck this bitch. I want to see what she looks like as an old fucking crone. What,
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
Can you not call me that? Like,
Will that be all? May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
What is your plan?
What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge. and provoke the
Yay!
main host at their encampment.
Thunderstorm.
Sensing an opportunity
I
to
really
end
do
the
think I'm only gonna
guards,
finish
the
this
Black
quest line.
Shields will call for reinforcements. Who will be met from the rear by parties
and
of my
then
brothers hidden throughout
I'll
the surrounding
do
hills.
like probably some
This
grinding
will allow
tomorrow
us to
on
wage
stream.
battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company.
Yeah.
I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna finish this quest line, then I'm gonna probably end stream today because I need to
Thank
get
you,
some
Sir
food in
Wade.
me, and my stomach is killing me.
Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white? Hold up, I do want to save just to see it. Yay!
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Look at me sideways. How was the Black Sheep?
Come along now.
The bastards are looking.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Oh, we going hard on this.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! Forest area!
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Get him!
Yay!
A noble stand.
I get
Albeit
to fight a dragoon.
Misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
So wait! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him. Get him.
Yay! Killed it.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps.
Yep,
Though I doubt
that's
my
why they're
mother
so
will take
easy to
this
kill.
loss well.
They're not.
She'll move swiftly to see her
Heal.
minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Yay!
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Merit badge obtained!
So wait. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
I still want to go meet up with my uncle. I'm going to meet up with my uncle.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Aww.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
Oh my god. This is so cute.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford! That's adorable.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Say no more about it, eh? Wouldn't it from my nephew's greatest failing?
Is that true? Well, that's not untrue.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Jill. Jill.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
New father figure obtained.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's.
I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive.
Kiss.
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done,
kiss,
will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Damn it! Wanted to see a kiss. I wanted to see them kiss.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Okay, let me go talk to Vivian, and then I think I'll end the quest there.
Typical nobles.
No, actually it wasn't. It was a good moment, but it wasn't. And
Back again, Lord Rosfield.
the reason it
I'm
wasn't
touched that you should find me such good company.
is because Jill is suffering.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer.
And that's where it
What
becomes
will
a problem.
It be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
I'm sorry, that's kind of cool. We're taking out Rosaria's fucking mother crystal, which is dope as fuck.
As you know,
anyway,
the Iron Kingdom
back
rules
to
over
story
the
time.
islands to the west of Storm.
It's
Or
not
rather,
because
its
she
church
needs
does.
to.
And this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses.
She needs to accept what
The
she
Iron
is
Kingdom
and
is
what
the
she's done.
literal embodiment
She
of the
needs to move
crystalline
on
orthodoxy.
with her problems.
And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystal sacred, And they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic.
Yeah.
Indeed,
So,
the faithful consider
like, it would have been a
ether
good
sinful
moment.
thing, a
Because
poison,
how
no
much...
less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil.
Like, how much
albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies.
like, genuinely
Some
love each
8
other.
years
It will.
ago
It's
in
a
Northern
good
Storm,
ending to the story.
Drake's eye
Like,
collapsed.
so
Soon after, in
it's
pursuit
been
of
a
ether
while since the
and
Final
with light
Fantasy
at
game
their
has given
backs,
us a
the
really
Northern
happy
territories
ending.
descended upon
It's
the
always been
Grand Duchy of
bittersweet, or in the
Rosaria.
case of Final
And
Fantasy
when the
15,
Shields of the Flame
fucking
marched north to meet them,
it
the
was a
Iron
bad
Kingdom
ending.
spied an
Like, the ending
opportunity.
was just a negative
A few
for the
short
world,
days
like, for the
later, the
player.
Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it
But-
from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship.
I'm sorry, I'm listening
meaning
to
the
the
Iron Blood will
storytelling.
keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
But yeah, I think that it's
The
fitting
Mother
that
Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds.
I think that it's
From
fitting
which
that
the Orthodox
like their
Crusade
relationship
shall
is
one day
definitely
sail
building,
forth to claim the
right?
remaining Mother
Because like you got to think about this
die
in a
trying.
different stance, right?
My
Than
father
just how good it would
and my
be
grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood
to
for control of Drake's breath.
like
Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead,
like to
they sent their
the
fleet
level of
against
their
Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured
the level
women.
of how much their love is developing.
including
Because
Jill.
at the beginning, Jill
I'd say you'd be
had
forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal.
Hey Sam, you have the worst timing here. I'm actually ending the
Thank you all
stream
the same.
like
Not much else to do here.
shortly.
Let's see if Jill's ready.
I'm not going to be moving forward. I'm literally going to talk to Jill, be ready to move forward, and then
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
like I'm ending stream. I'm actually going to be streaming tomorrow again
Jill.
as well about this,
When you
but
told me
I
you had
need to
come
get some
terms with
food.
your past, you weren't talking
I'm
about
so
destroying
sorry,
Drake's breath,
Sam.
were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward.
Okay, we kill him then.
And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
I'd be pissed if we end up getting Shiva's powers. Jill is not allowed to die. Okay, so we see that it has that red little X there, which means that the next quest that we have to do is the story. The next story quest is a moment in the story. So we're gonna start tomorrow stream off with a little bit of side questing, maybe a couple hunts, and then we're gonna master Thunderstorm, and work towards getting Limit Break mastered as well. We're gonna do the thing, but then after we do that, those are so just so you guys know where our things are for here. We're gonna work towards getting Limit Break mastered. We're gonna master Thunderstorm, and that's literally all I have care for skills. I do eventually want to get Judgment Bolt. and I want to master Flames of Rebirth, but that's gonna take a lot of AP, and I'm not really keen on grinding it out for like right now. That's late game grinding, or you know,
We could have sworn we had.
I actually might get Judgment Bolt instead of rocking the Thunderbolt that I've been using, and actually, ooh, I might change. I might not even use Gouge anymore. The fact that I'm thinking about it, because I don't know. I have plans. But it was fun. I like the fact that I was able to show off something to you guys today, and I do want to end the stream with a little bit of a PSA conversation bit. So, I have noticed that YouTube does not like, well, a lot of things. It doesn't really care for VTubers much anymore, so that's a notch against me. It doesn't really care much for, you know, my whole supernatural dark aesthetic, or the like the fact that I claim to be a demon, because that goes against the code, which I am, but that's not the point. Since I'm a demon, it doesn't really like me then. And the CEO of fucking YouTube, Neil or whatever, wants to make it more mainstream, and until trans people are accepted in society, being a trans woman also means that I'm not going to be really welcome much on the platform as well. So I'm thinking about going back to Twitch. I've heard about Kick and I don't really trust it. So I'm thinking about going back to Twitch probably within the next few weeks. Probably next week or the week out, or beginning of August. I'm gonna go back into start streaming on Twitch. Um, but that's because my my self-awareness of being an open like transgender person, and being something that the common person, the fucking Christian white male, would be against, being a trans person and essentially a devil worshiper as far as they're aware. I would not be welcome on YouTube. You know fucking eons ago, I summoned a demon and betrayed the clergy, and the world is still fucking dominated by the clergy's beliefs. So I am not going to fight on YouTube and hope like I can make a name for myself on a platform that's actively sabotaging me, when Twitch has no active sabotage. It's just not one that you can really make money on. I would rather build up a community over on Twitch, and maybe make a couple bucks in the meantime, because Twitch makes you sign like a 5-year contract when you like get partnered with them. So if I can get to partner on Twitch, I would sign the 5-year contract and spend 5 years building a name for myself, and then come back over here to YouTube, because YouTube has got the longevity and the financial support and financial backing. So that's really the plan right now, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of going, like I said, going back over to Twitch, because I really I don't like that YouTube is this way. I don't like that the guy who is running YouTube now that Susan stepped down is really just kind of stepping it on dark content. He's putting a foot down on darker content, and darker content is what more interests me. Like, it's why I came forward about being devil possessed. Like, I am demonically possessed, and I want to use that as part of my, you know, niche and aesthetic, that I'm demonically possessed. But they're not really cool with that over here on YouTube, and I am not cool with, you know, my niche and my person being like things that are not okay and acceptable. Now I wanted to also show off my avatar. If you guys can see, I actually did this with my Final Fantasy sleeve, because I wanted to show off this. So you guys can see right here, I have a phoenix tattooed. It's hard to see the whole thing, but I actually have a phoenix tattooed on my arm. So I removed the sleeve so you guys can see my phoenix tattoo for the Final Fantasy streams, because the whole aesthetic of the Phoenix. I thought it would be cool to just, show that off. But with all that being said, I will be back here, guys, tomorrow. I hope you guys had a good day. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Um, yeah, let me show you guys me saving. And I will actually, what I want to do is, again, something I showed off earlier in the stream. I want to show it off again, which is a hunt that I did off camera, just so it's, visibly played for everyone. And then that will actually end the stream today, guys. So yeah, enjoy this next 5 minutes, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And for anyone who's lurking and not actually looking at chat, please, click the link in the live chat that I just put. If you would like to see some more Final Fantasy 16 content, guys, that is my friend Faye. She was just chatting earlier in the chat, and she just went live, or is going live soon, and that is her stream. Go ahead and check that out if you guys want more Final Fantasy 16 content today. I will be back tomorrow with some side quests, maybe a hunt or two, and continuation of the story. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys finish watching up this fight, and I'm gonna leave you guys with that.
Thank you.